As soccer teams from around the world battle to qualify for the next round of the World Cup in Brazil, NBR's Ultimate Stock Cup pits two of the world's biggest fast food giants against each other, battling out in the global marketplace. Tonight, it's McDonald's versus Yum Brands.
McDonald's is a symbol of the Americanization of the world. McDonald's Corporation was founded in 1955. It's headquartered outside Chicago in Oak Brook, Illinois. 2013 revenues, more than $28 billion. In 1940, Richard and Maurice McDonald opened the first restaurant in San Bernardino, California. But it was Ray Kroc, a franchisee who later bought the company and expanded it into a global icon with 35,000 restaurants in 119 countries, serving about 70 million people a day. Yum is a collection of brands: Kentucky Fried Chicken, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut. It was founded in 1997 as it was spun off from Pepsi. It's based in Louisville, Kentucky, and 2013 revenues were more than $13 billion. It has more restaurants than McDonald's, about 40,000, and it's in more countries, 128. Like McDonald's, its dividends have grown consistently, but also like McDonald's, Yum has struggled to find growth at home. With few international competitors, Yum now gets 70% of its profit from outside the United States.
So who will win this food fight, McDonald's or Yum Brands? David Palmer weighs in on this rivalry for us tonight. He's managing director at RBC Capital Markets. David, good to see you again.
Good evening.
Let's start with McDonald's, the giant. Give me one strength and one weakness for them.
Oh, the strength is that their brand has an incredible presence in the developed markets, and that platform has held them in great stead over the years, adding sales layers, and with those sales layers came very strong earnings per share in the past. The weakness has been that it seems like the scrutiny of the millennial generation and the way that they reach the consumer, largely through TV, they've had to think about changing those ways, perhaps changing the type of food, and then, and most importantly, and something that you can get excited about in the future, the use of digital and mobile payment, things of that nature, might be a way for them to win in the future.
David, correct me if I'm wrong, but it just seems like the main battle between Yum and McDonald's will be in China. And if that is the case, who's got the winning strategy?
Well, Yum has over 40% of its profit from China. It's a company-owned business for them. It's huge. For McDonald's, it's single digits. It's 3 to 5%, something like that. It's not a big part of the story. For McDonald's, the big part of the story is Europe and the U.S. Markets like Germany, U.S., Australia, they're weighing McDonald's down. Those are the big parts. Those are the things that really matter for McDonald's. And for Yum, China is a recovery story this year, and they have other emerging markets too, where KFC is a power brand. And in many ways, KFC is the McDonald's of the emerging markets, where they have, Yum has over 60% of its profit in emerging markets today.
We should say you favor Yum over McDonald's in this particular rivalry. Why?
Right. Well, Yum is playing out this year, and already the stock is doing a nice job of climbing up towards our price target. We can see an upside scenario over $100 for this in a year. The fact is that Yum had a rough year in 2013 with China. Most of the brand is KFC over there. 3/4 of the China business is KFC, and an antibiotics issue with the chicken really caused them to collapse in profit. Profit down 20%. It buried the results last year. They're recovering this year. And the fact is they were left behind in what has been a wonderful restaurant rally. They're catching up to their peers, and as they do so, as China heals, people will appreciate this for the mid-teens EPS grower that it is. Give it something like a poor man's Starbucks multiple, and the stock has significant upside if it gets something like that in valuation.
Talk to us a little bit about McDonald's stock, which has been flat to down since early spring. You know, why is and it has a big fat dividend, 3%. So what's the outlook? And do you have a target price for McDonald's?
Yes, we're right around the target price right now at $100 or $101 for McDonald's. The fact is it has a wonderful recurring cash flow story to it, and that aspect makes it very staple-like. they take great care of the brand. They just need to return back to growth. And on that front, they need to find ways to spark breakfast beverages, things that play to their scale advantages. Right now, unfortunately, they have a lot on their plate. They have European slowdown. They have certainly competition in Wendy's domestically. Dunkin' and Starbucks are winning at breakfast. So the bottom line is that McDonald's needs to find a way to win. Digital could be one of those ways, but that's really a 2015 event, so we'll wait and see.
David Palmer, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
David with RBC Capital Markets. So you heard his choice. He likes Yum Brands over McDonald's. We want to hear your thoughts on that. Who do you vote for? Vote on our website at nbr.com.